guys? So I hope that some of you can join in live. I know that your schedules may not work for that, so if you can't join in live, then you can watch the replay, which will be available to you. So please don't worry about that. You can watch the replay as many times as you need to. So thank you so much for taking time out to come to this class tonight. I know that our lives are super busy, and I know that it is a sacrifice for you to take time out of your day to come and learn, but I think that it will benefit you, and I'm really so thankful that you're here. So I'm going to try my very best to keep this class within an hour. There's a lot of information, so you will want to get pen and paper and take notes. Write down questions that you have, because after this live video, there will be a question and answer post that will be separate from this video. But feel free to post questions in the comments, because I will get back to those later. But write your questions down, have them ready for the question and answer time. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started. I hope some people can jump on. I am Jessica Loudermilk, and I have an amazing husband. I have 3 children, ages 18, 14, and 5. So we are extremely busy, and we have a wonderful life, and I love sharing about essential oils with people. So I'm so glad that you've joined us tonight. So a little bit of background on how I got started with essential oils, and then we'll jump right in to the class. Several years ago, I was introduced to essential oils either through like a little gift someone gave me or something like that, but I had no idea, like many of you, how to use them. So literally for a few years, they just sat on my counter. I didn't research and reach out and try to find ways that they could be used, so I just let them sit there. So eventually I decided to give them a try, and I was introduced to Young Living, and when that happened, that was a complete game changer for me. I was blown away at the purity of the oils, and that they actually worked for things that people said they worked for. So I was sold, and I never looked back. Like there have been so many things that I have swapped out and been able to get toxins out of my home that it's amazing. So I'm going to share a little bit about that with you tonight. So I did start removing toxins from my home and replacing the toxins with essential oils and essential oil infused products. And I know that may sound overwhelming to some, but it is so simple, okay? Products, I swapped out for products that didn't contain any yuck. And honestly, toxic-free lifestyle wasn't all that appealing to me. Like, I used candles and I used lotions that were scented and all these things that I had no idea were bad for me. Tonight we're going to learn why they're bad for you, okay, and for me. And that's why I love sharing this information. So this has turned into a passion to teach others and help them read labels and then swap out things in their home. It's been a blessing, because not only do I love to empower others, but this is also replacing my other income and paying for my oils. So it's super fun, and there's lots of benefits of that. Okay, so in my classes, I like to issue a little challenge. It's very simple. Just go through your house and open 3 cabinets. Any cabinets. It can be in your bathroom, your kitchen, where your cleaning products are. Open the cabinet and turn over a few of those products and read what's on the back. And you can even look up on Google and just Google dangers of, and then put in one of those ingredients that's on the bottle. This will be very eye-opening for you. So it could be your beauty products, your lotions, the candles, the plug-ins that might be in your walls. the cleaning products under your sink. All of these things contain very harmful chemicals that we need to be aware of. So I just issue that challenge tonight. Even on your little notepad, just put a reminder just to go back and open a few of your cabinets and just see what's in there. Be empowered by knowledge, by knowing what's in your cabinets. It is powerful to know. So, and a rule of thumb is the less ingredients, the better. And if you can't pronounce an ingredient, your body probably cannot metabolize it. Okay, so that's pretty dangerous. Those chemicals can get stored up in our body without our body being able to get rid of it. So here's just a few facts that I want to share with you. 2,983 ingredients in our home, in our products at home, have been tested. They found that 884 were toxic. 314 of them caused biological mutations. 218 caused reproductive problems. 778 were toxic to the human body. 146 cause cancer tumors. Yet, they are still allowed in products in the U.S. and even though they are banned in other countries. Many of these toxic chemicals are in common cleaning and beauty products. Many are under your cabinets right now. So today you're going to learn about essential oils. Why? Because every oil that you use is a toxin that you're not using. Okay, so before I get started with the amazing information I have to share, I just want to make a disclaimer and say that I'm not a medical professional, and when it comes to essential oils and products from Young Living, I do not diagnose, treat, or cure any diseases, and I will not talk about any diseases here. And I also would just ask that if you have questions, that we don't talk about diseases, because we do not talk about essential oils or any products treating diseases. We talk about how they heal the body and how they keep us well. Okay, so anyway, if you have questions, please ask them. Just I'm not going to try to cure a disease that you may have. And there was something else I was going to say. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to go on and maybe it will come back to me. What are essential oils? So essential oils are the most powerful part of the plant. So when you think of plants, like a peppermint plant, or lemon, or an actual lemon, actually that comes from the rind, but we'll talk about that more later. So any plant like a rose bush, the essential oils are the most powerful part of the plants. They are distilled from shrubs, flowers, trees, roots, bushes, resins, herbs, and cold pressed from fruit rinds. They consist of over 100 natural and organic compounds. So in humans, this is mind-blowing. This is what essential oils can do. They can provide support for every system in the body: the skeletal system, muscular system, circulatory system, endocrine system, your hormones, respiratory system, immune system, even brain and healthy weight. They are used extensively for emotions and spiritual support in your prayer life also. So before I said I can't talk about disease, but look at what all we can talk about and how essential oils can provide support for all these systems in your body. It's pretty amazing. So oils in a diffuser can calm a child after a tough day at school, or they can even calm you after a tough, long day at work, just in the diffuser like you see behind me. They can be used as an alternative to toxic cleaning products in your home. You can literally start swapping out every single toxin in your home to live a purer lifestyle, and you can do it without breaking the bank. There are about 300 different essential oils on the earth, but you only need about 10 or 20 to build a really good kit, and I call it my toolkit. The great news is you don't need to be an aromatherapist to use essential oils, and I'm going to tell you right now 3 of the main ways to use them. It's super simple. You can apply them topically on your skin. You can use them aromatically like this, mostly in the diffuser, or you can also do add to diffuser jewelry. So I have this leather here. I can add oils to this as a diffuser jewelry, or even my bracelet is leather. There's all kind of diffuser jewelry out there that's really pretty. So that's one way. You can make a room spray, and you can also cup your hands and inhale the oils like this. So just drop the oils in your hands and breathe in for a few minutes that way. So all of that is aromatically. You can take them as a dietary supplement. So Young Living has capsules that you can put the vitality oils in and take them internally. I only say that with Young Living. I would only ingest Young Living essential oils. And let me just say that too. I think that's what I was going to say a while ago that I forgot. But when I'm talking about oils and I'm educating you about oils tonight, I am only talking about Young Living. And we're going to go into why Young Living. But I just want you to know that that's the only oil company that I'm educating on, and that's the choice that I hope you will make, because they provide the best essential oils on the planet. So just wanted to get that out there. Okay, so now you know what they are. Oh, let me go back. This is so important. Tests have shown that oils reach the heart, liver, and thyroid in 3 seconds. Okay, when applied topically. So I have some vetiver here, and I want to help it, for it to help me focus. So, I'm just going to put a few drops right here, or just a little bit. So by applying this topically to my skin, that oil is reaching my heart, liver, and thyroid in 3 seconds. That's pretty powerful. And that also shows you that what you put on your skin is important, because it's going into your bloodstream. It's going into your body. So you don't want to apply toxins to your body. When inhaled, so I just mixed that all up. 3 seconds when inhaled. Okay, 3 seconds when inhaled. They were found in the bloodstream in 26 seconds when applied topically. Okay, so 3 seconds, 26 seconds. Is both very powerful. Okay, so now we know what essential oils are. Let's talk about essential oil history. Where did they even come from, or where have we heard about them before? So, how long have they been around? Many people think they are a new fad, but essential oils have been around since 4500 BC. They were first mentioned by name in the biblical book of Genesis, chapter 37, when Joseph was sold to the slave traders. Anyone know what they carried with them? I'm sure you've probably heard of it if you've read the Bible at all. They carried spicery, balm, and myrrh is mentioned a lot in the Bible. They are mentioned over 1,100 times directly or indirectly in Scripture. Some of the oldest cultures on earth used essential oils. The Babylonians placed orders for cedar wood, myrrh, and cypress. The Egyptians used them. They were even used by the medieval Europeans. They were even used by Christ. Jesus was given gold, frankincense, and myrrh. It was only after World War II when essential oils were rediscovered, and the science on their uses really continues to grow with every single year. So that's awesome and fascinating. So do essential oils work? This is one of the #1 questions, we get asked. I have been using essential oils for about 3 years. And now I'm just beginning to use them for everything. Literally everything in my home and on my body, whatever. So I could talk about that all night. But I'm also told stories about how people say that they don't work, or that maybe it caused them to be sick or whatever. And then I ask them more questions, and they say that they bought a $4 bottle of oil from Amazon, or maybe from their health food store, and it could be a bottle of lavender like that big for $4, and it can be labeled pure, therapeutic, and the contents of that bottle, well, let me go back. So it can be labeled pure or therapeutic grade. So here's the thing. In the U.S., The closest we get to an FDA requirement is that in order to label a bottle of essential oil pure or therapeutic, which we see on all kind of things, okay, but especially the essential oils that you can go buy in the store, the contents of that bottle only have to contain 5% essential oil. Okay, so 5% of this bottle would only have to be essential oil, and then they could fill the rest up with a carrier oil or other things that we're going to talk about. So a lot of times that just may be, you know, what's going on and why they're not working for you. And this is probably my favorite part because we talk about the different grades of essential oils, and this is so important when you're choosing what essential oil company you're going to go with. And this is what really sets Young Living apart. So grade A essential oils, so there are 4 grades of oils, grade A, B, C, and D. Grade A is therapeutic, made from organically grown plants and distilled at low temperatures. And that low temperature is very important because if they raise the temperature just a little bit, it can destroy the organic compounds in the oils. And if you're going to pay money for them, you don't really want that to happen. Grade B oils are food grade. But they may contain synthetics, pesticides, fertilizers, chemical extenders, or carrier oils. Grade C oils are perfume oils that contain adulterated chemicals. They usually use solvents. For example, an example of that is hexane. And this is what comes probably in the oils that you buy at the store, or the ones that are like $4 at the health food store. They use hexane to gain a higher yield of oil per harvest. Solvents can be cancerous, especially this hexane has been known to cause cancer, and it's in many store-bought oils. So the oils, as we know and just talked about, may be diluted 80 to 95%, and one way that they dilute them is with alcohol. So some of the oils that you buy will say don't apply to your skin. You know, that's kind of scary, or don't ingest, and some of them even say, you know, don't inhale. So that's the reason we use essential oils, is to do those 3 things. So that's kind of scary to think about what they put in there, that they have to put those warnings on there. Grade D is called floral water, which is aromatic use only, and it's usually a byproduct of grade A. And it's the trash water that is left after they distill the oil, and then they can put it in a bottle, 5% in a bottle, and then fill it with a carrier oil and then label it pure. So we want to know what we're buying when we buy our essential oils. Young Living is grade A oil. Grade A is the only true pure oil. Grade D would be like going to your refrigerator and grabbing a glass of orange juice and diluting it 95% before you drink it. You would get none of the benefits from that orange juice. So that's just a little example. Before you purchase an oil, you need to make sure that the company owns their own farms. Hey, Jay. They own their own farms, they grow their own plants, and they control the entire process from seed to seal. So from the time they plant the seed till the time they seal the bottle, you need to be sure that your company does that. And Young Living does that. One of the things that stands out to me is Young Living's seed to seal promise. It's a promise of integrity. Seed to seal means each plant is hand weeded. There are no pesticides, herbicides, chemicals, or weed killers ever. Plants are harvested at their peak. They are put through vigorous testing processes, and they go from the farm directly to your home. Seed to Seal is not a slogan, it's a promise. You can learn more at seedtoseal.com, and I can put that in the comments below after I'm done. So, why do essential oil companies sell oils more cheaply? The bottom line is to save money. If you spray a crop with pesticides, you will have more crop to distill. The pests won't eat your crop. If you use chemical solvents like we were talking about that they put in those oils that you can buy at the store, that are dangerous for you to extract the oil. You get more oil out. Excuse me. If you dilute it with a cheaper oil or fill the oil bottle with a filler, you stretch the oil you have just distilled. Most essential oils are sold more cheaply because those companies cut corners. Bottom line, and the people buying those just don't realize they aren't getting what they think they are. In many cases, it's actually doing harm to their body. So why would you go the extra length of switching from non-toxic things to essential oils just to buy more toxins that you think is an essential oil? So we want to be, we want to have knowledge when it comes to this. So it takes a great deal of work to produce a tiny amount of essential oil. So Young Living's farms, you can visit their farms. You can see the whole process. There's no other oil company out there that will allow you to do that. They have their own farms. They own their own farms. So they know, they see every step of the process, and their oils are never going into anyone else's hands than, you know, what they allow. It takes 60,000 rose blossoms to make 1 ounce of rose oil. Just 1 ounce. It takes 220 pounds of lavender to create just 7 pounds of lavender oil. Jasmine flowers are so delicate, this just blows my mind. They can only be picked before the sun gets hot on the first day the flower blooms. A lot of work, I tell you. So when we think about why these oils are a little more costly, it's worth every penny, because what they say is in here, and there's a lot of work that goes into that, and these flowers are beautiful and life-giving. So most oils are $10 to $30 a bottle. The 5 milliliter bottles contain about 90 drops. And the larger bottles contain about 250 drops. So that's a lot of applications that you get in these bottles. So even in a small bottle, you get 45 to 90 applications. It's just to give you an idea. Thieves Cleaner, and I have it right here. This is one of my absolute favorites. I have replaced every single cleaner in my home with this. And then I have a little graphic if you guys are interested in showing you what this can be used for. It can be used for everything in your home. Glass, windows, bathrooms, everything. And it's very concentrated. Excuse me, I'm going to get a drink. Okay, so it's made up of plants. It's the best cleaner I've ever used that is actually non-toxic. I've tried a lot of them. And this one is the only one I found that is... It doesn't, you know, bother me, and it doesn't, you know, cause me harm, and my children can use it, and it works. It actually works. It's $1.50 a bottle to make. So if you use a capful of this to a whole spray bottle, that is $1.50 for a spray bottle of cleaner. You can't get that anywhere else. It replaces a multi-purpose cleaner, glass cleaner, floor cleaner, and more. The organic versions of cleaner in the stores can run you $4 to $6, if not more. In Bilo, they are, hey Susan, so glad you're here. They are outrageous, like $9 for a bottle of cleaner, $1.50 a bottle for that. So let's talk safety for a second with essential oils. So citrus oils, like the lemon oil that comes in the starter kit, is photosensitive. So if you apply citrus oil to your skin, avoid lengthy sun exposure because it can cause your skin to burn. If you apply it at night, because lemon is amazing for your skin, it's amazing to add to a moisturizer and things like that. Just apply it at night, and in the morning you'll be fine. You usually want to wait about 12 hours before you go out into the sun. So think about the citrus oils would be like the citrus vitality oil, or the lime, grapefruit, lemon, things like that. So there are two places that you should never put essential oils. One is in your eyes. If you do get essential oils in your eyes, you don't want to rinse it out with water because water and oil don't mix. It's just not even going to help. Just get a little bit of coconut oil or olive oil or something like that, and it will just carry that oil right out of your eye. Never put them in your ears. Okay, now you can apply oils around your ear. Never put oils in your ear canal ever. It can damage your eardrum and things like that. If you apply an oil to your skin, for instance, these has oils like cinnamon, clove, and things like that. It can feel hot to your skin and or warm. All you need to do is, again, add like a coconut oil, or it's called a carrier oil, to it to carry it a little bit farther and to help it, your skin not be so sensitive to it. Young Living sells carrier oils, or you can buy them. You can use olive oil. It's not my favorite to use. I like to buy coconut oil. I buy it on Amazon. Or the V6 blend that Young Living has is amazing. It lasts forever. And that just helps your oils go farther. If your oil is, especially if you have children, and you use like half of your bottle of lavender, you can fill the bottle up with carrier oil, and that is it's diluted for use on your children. So, excuse me, my voice is a little raspy. All the springtime blooms here in South Carolina have been getting to me. Thankfully, I have my oils to help support my system. And we'll talk about that in a minute. Let me get another drink. Okay, so talking about diluting. Always dilute essential oils on children. I don't always dilute them on my son now because I know what he's sensitive to and what not. And a really good place is to apply them to the bottom of the feet. So at night when he's getting ready for bed, we have a little sleepy time roll on that he even applies to his feet, and it is pre-diluted. Some things like lavender I don't dilute as much, but just as a rule of thumb, always dilute the essential oils on your children. And their skin is more permeable, so it absorbs essential oils more quickly. Diluting helps slow down how fast it's absorbed into their body. And you can become desensitized to an oil, so you don't want to use it over and over again. Just switch them up a little bit. Like the oils in the starter kit, just switch them up from day to day. Just rotate them out every 3 or 4 days. Okay, so what about ingesting essential oils? There's a lot of questions on this. I like to tell people to do your own research. I would only ingest Young Living essential oils, and I do ingest them. They have made it very easy. They have provided us with these white labels that say Vitality, and that is showing us what oils can be taken as a supplement. So Young Living utilizes all 3 methods of usage: the British, German, and French: topical, inhalation, and ingesting. The French have been safely ingesting some essential oils internally for decades, long before Young Living came around almost 25 years ago. Young Living has created the Vitality line with distinct labels so you can recognize which oils are safe. So same oil, different bottle. So they're both Thieves, same oil, different bottle, just to show you what is safe for you, to make it very easy for you. So when adding essential oils to a beverage, never add citrus oils to styrofoam or plastic. It will eat a hole in that. It will draw in those chemicals into your cup and you'll be drinking it. Always use stainless steel or glass when putting essential oils into your water, especially citrus oils. Okay, so how to start using essential oils. Remember that 3 cabinet challenge I gave you earlier to go and look in your cabinets and see what's in there? Well, every day we put products on our skin, in our bodies, and we breathe them in. But most of those contain those dangerous chemicals that we talked about already. The average woman applies 300 chemicals to her body daily just through soaps, makeups, lotions, shampoos, and hair care products. 80 of those chemicals are used before breakfast. That's very scary. And men aren't off the hook. Their numbers are just as alarming, what they're using in the bathroom, in the shower. When you use Young Living essential oil or a Young Living essential oil infused product, you are using products with no toxins and no yuck. You need to go tell Daddy right now. Go tell Daddy what you need. Okay, go ahead. If any of this I've talked about so far leaves you feeling overwhelmed, let me tell you how we got started using them. So this is exactly how I got started about 2 years ago, and that is with the Premium Starter Kit that you see right behind me. It comes with 11 bottles of oil and a diffuser, and I wish that you were here so you could smell them because they are amazing. But I can't, and when you get your own kit, you can just fall in love like I did. So first of all, let me talk about lavender. And as you can see, it has a vitality label, meaning you can ingest this oil. Lavender is the oil of relaxation, or the Swiss Army knife of oils, because it has so many uses. It supports normal sleep, so diffuse it, put it on a pillow, make a nighttime spray. That's one of my favorite things to do with oils, is to make a spray. So instead of using, thank you, go ahead. All right. Instead of using sprays in my home for odors or whatever, purifying, you know, I don't use those anymore. I can make a simple spray with the oils. You can add it to a roll-on like I talked about and roll it onto your kids' feet at night. So these roll-on bottles you can buy off Amazon. That's where I love to get them. It supports healthy skin, so add it to your lotions or your creams and balms. You can make your own face and body wash. It's super simple. You can make your own skincare products for lavenders, for those of you who like your own, you know, DIY things. And also, Young Living has tons of things available that you don't have to make your own stuff. If that's overwhelming for you, they have lots of amazing products like facial moisturizer and cleaner and deodorant and anything that you can think of. They have those, so you don't have to make your own stuff. But I like to make my own stuff. I love to make my own deodorant. It works amazingly. So, and I don't use that toxic stuff anymore that I was applying to my skin for so long. Okay, this is great for after sun, to soothe your skin after the sun. Again, you can make a spray and spray it on that way. Soothes and relaxes the mind, and it eases body tension. You can diffuse it. This is not time for you to help, okay? But I love you. Go in there with Daddy, okay? You can diffuse it, unwind by adding a few drops to Epsom salt bath. I love Epsom salt baths. Okay, so peppermint. Let's move on to peppermint. Peppermint is also a vitality oil. It is equivalent to 26 cups of pure peppermint tea. It's a great pick-me-up oil for those of you who like to exercise. This is wonderful. You can apply a little bit under your nose, and it can just pick you up really quickly. And it can help with concentration and alerted mental activity. It supports gastrointestinal discomfort, so it's really helpful for to promote healthy bowel function and enhanced healthy gut function. And I have known this to be true as I've used it. It's considered a hot oil, so like I talked about earlier, just use a carrier oil with this. When you apply it to your skin, most all the time it feels hot to my skin, and it can just be overwhelming for a minute, but just apply some carrier oil. It's not going to hurt you, it just feels a little warm. But that's why it can be so great for soothing muscles. If you think about muscle tension and how you like to have those creams to rub on, this is a great oil for releasing, you know, and helping with muscle tension. And again, you don't want to use like your whole bottle of oil. Like if you want to apply it over your back, just add it with some carrier oil so that it goes farther. You can put it on the roof of your mouth, and it'll help open up your sinuses. And you can make a roll-on to apply to your stomach areas for support. You can put it in a peppermint tea, add to a veggie capsule. You can combine it with lavender. Okay, so I'm going to tell you one of my favorite combinations for springtime, and that is these. So lemon, lavender, and peppermint. So I use these in the springtime to help support my respiratory system, and they work so amazingly well. This is one of the first things that I started using that worked so well for me with essential oils, and I was just blown away. So what I usually do is put about 5 drops of each of those in a roller thing and then fill it up with the carrier oil, and I love to apply it right here when I need support, seasonal support in the springtime or in the fall, and just keep reapplying it until it's helping you, and then you won't even have to reapply it that much. So, and for some people, we've already talked about lavender, but for some people, having local honey and adding 2 drops of lavender vitality essential oil to that and taking that daily has helped tremendously with seasonal support. So that's just a little tip. And I always talk about lemon, lavender, and peppermint, and I'm willing to share that with anyone who will listen because it's been life-changing for me. Okay, so we just talked a little bit about lemon, but lemon vitality or lemon essential oil is cold pressed, not from the pulpy acidic part of the lemon, but from the rind. So that's where all the nutrients and antioxidants are found. So lemon vitality supports your immune system and your digestive system. When you add this to your water daily, it literally goes in and scrubs your cells clean. So that's how one of the ways that it supports your immune system. It has tons of uses. You can make a sugar scrub, and these are amazing to use like on your hands. Lemon is just awesome in a moisturizer. It smells so wonderful, and it is so good for your skin. You can use it for a natural goo remover. So if you have stuff on a mirror or a picture frame that you need to get off, literally just put a little drop of lemon oil and rub it around, and it will pull that off. It's even been known to remove permanent marker from things. You can make your own DIY cleaning things with lemon oil. I love to add it to my dishwasher with the tabs. Just add 2 drops and it leaves my dishes really sparkly. We talked about not adding lemon oil to plastic or styrofoam. Don't do that. Alright, frankincense is one of my very favorite oils, and it's a very valuable oil. It supports the immune system, and it's one of the top skin oils. So adding this to a moisturizer, I love to make a super simple facial toner with this. You can make a face serum that is just great for your skin. It's going to reduce fine lines and blemishes and help your skin have more even tones. This is just a very, very valuable oil. It is great for aging skin. It's one of the key oils in Young Living's Brain Power because it helps you to focus and for grounding. It helps you in prayer and meditation. If you're meditating on God's Word and you're having a hard time focusing, just diffuse some frankincense or add it to your hands and inhale it like that, and it's really helpful. It also promotes cellular wellness, so overall your body's cells, it helps to promote wellness there. And it's as versatile as lavender. I think it has over 10,000 different uses. Okay, so you could probably use it for anything. It's very calming as well. Okay, so the next oil that I'm going to talk about is copaiba. This is also one of my very favorites. This is one of the first ones I fell in love with in the starter kit, besides the ones like lavender and lemon that are just awesome. Anyway, I had to learn a little bit about this one. It comes from South America, and it is tapped from a tree like maple syrup. So it's kind of syrupy, and it has kind of a sweet scent. It promotes overall wellness. It helps your body to deal with irritation, and it helps to support nearly every system in your body. So just by inhaling it or adding it to your skin or diffusing it, you're supporting your body. I love to make a wellness tea with the Copaiba Vitality oil for ingestion. It's just great for helping your body deal with irritation. So think of any irritations that you're having, whether it be muscle tension or anything. Just this is amazing for that. And just think about how your body feels when it feels irritated. You need this oil in your life. It's also a great skin oil. And this oil is also an intensifier of other oils. So whatever you mix it with, it just helps to magnify that oil. A really great one to use this with, I'll talk about in a minute, is Pan Away. So we will talk about that in a minute. Okay, next is Thieves. We've talked a little bit about Thieves. This is one of Young Living's most popular blends. This is a Thieves Vitality. I love to add this to my hot tea or even my coffee. It tastes great. It has cinnamon, clove, eucalyptus, rosemary, lemon. So this oil supports a healthy respiratory system and helps maintain overall wellness when taken as a dietary supplement. So this is pretty much known as the oil of wellness. It helps to support your immune system. This was inspired by the legend of 4 15th century thieves who were grave robbers. They were spice merchants, and they used to rub themselves down with these botanicals to help support their immune system. Okay, so they would put this all over themselves, the different spices in here, and it would keep them well when they were robbing the dead bodies. So you need to diffuse this often in your home. And you can add Thieves Vitality, like I said, to your tea or to a veggie capsule and take it daily just to help you stay well. And when you need support for your immune system, it works. So there is a whole line of products. I've shown you the Thieves cleaner that I've used to replace every single cleaner in my home. Do you want to say hey? Caleb wants to say hey, like being on video. Say hey. Okay, you need to go to bed. Okay, go to bed. So I've replaced every cleaner in my home. There's Thieves mouthwash, which is amazing. This is my favorite toothpaste, Thieves toothpaste. There is a hand purifier. So I don't use those things from Bath and Body Works anymore that have all those chemicals that you can't pronounce that are not good for your body. I do not use those anymore. And I love this. It works really well. So that's all the product. There are more products. Thieves products. There's a veggie wash. There's a dish soap, a laundry soap, dishwashing powder, hand soap. While we're on the hand soap topic, I'll just tell you that I make my own hand soaps. It takes 2 minutes, and they're amazing. You can make it any scent you want. For instance, out of the starter kit. Or any other oils that you fall in love with. I use cast-iron soap and distilled water and a foaming hand pump, and that's it. And I don't even have to go down that aisle in the grocery store anymore, which is pretty amazing. And I save tons of money too, and support my body, so I'm not going to the doctor as much. Next, we're going to talk about purification. I love to diffuse this to freshen the air and eliminate odors. It works amazingly well for that. I love to use it in a spray to enjoy an annoyance-free outdoor experience. This is in my deodorant recipe. So I do make my own deodorant. It's super simple. And I use this in Melrose essential oil, and it works amazingly well. I will tell you that if you decide to make your own deodorant, you need to do a detox. That may sound weird, but you may need to do an underarm detox before you use it, because you need to get all those toxins out of there before you try to use something natural and expect it to work. So Okay, so room sprays, bathroom sprays. You don't need Lysol anymore. It's so bad for you. You can make a thieves spray for purifying your home, and purification, it can be used the same way to make your home smell good, to purify it from nasty odors and things like that. Next, we're going to talk about Panaway. So, contains peppermint, wintergreen, clove, and helichrysum. Very valuable oils in this, and it comes in your starter kit. It's great for post-workout, so add a few drops. This is the one that I said I love to use with Copaiba, because the Copaiba helps to intensify this oil, and it works so great for like tense muscles or things that are going on in your body that you need help with, and you don't want to, you just need help and don't want to use other things that could be toxic to your health. So you can apply it to joints and cartilage that are unhappy. Add a drop to the crown of your head. It's a really great way to just get it all throughout your body. Or if you're having head tension, shoulder tension, things like that, this is great for that. You can make an Epsom salt bath, which is completely rejuvenating. And a good way to do that is to have some Epsom salt, baking soda, and Panaway. And it will leave you feeling completely rejuvenated when you're done. Supports the appearance of healthy skin coloration. And always use caution if you take blood thinners, because with anything that contains wintergreen. Okay, so your doctor would tell you that. RC is the next one we're going to talk about. RC contains 3 types of eucalyptus: myrtle, marjoram, pine, lavender, cypress, black spruce, and peppermint. Again, a very valuable oil with some very valuable oils included. It supports a healthy respiratory system. And this is just my favorite for fall seasons, wintertime, springtime. Today I diffused this with lemon and was feeling much better afterwards. It just really helps to support your respiratory system. And I also love to make a chest rub, so a healthier chest rub for you and your family, or you can also apply it to the bottom of your feet. But literally all I do is get like coconut oil from the store, like an organic, sorry, I'm having trouble talking, organic coconut oil from the store, and mix in like 8 to 10 drops of RC and mix it up and just keep it stored in a little glass container and use it as needed. So on your chest or on the bottom of your feet. It's great. It's a great way to do that. Diffuse it often. And you can put socks on after you put it on your feet at night. Okay. Digize is one of my very favorites. My son would call this the miracle oil. It works so well for digestive support. It contains peppermint. You add to a veggie capsule, okay, when your digestive system needs support. There is an essential zyme supplement that you can use this with to help your body digest the food and utilize the nutrients your body needs, so that's helpful. You can add a drop or 2 under your tongue. You can add it to your water. Has a pretty strong taste, but it works almost immediately. One way I love to do it is to apply it to my stomach if I need support after eating or whatever it may be, and it works immediately for me. It has since I've been using it, and my kids come and ask me for that oil often. Alright, Stress Away is the bonus oil. It's in the box. I forgot to get it out. So this is the box that comes with the starter kit. And Stress Away is tucked back here in the back. So you don't want to miss it, because it is one of the very best that's in the starter kit. It's the bonus oil that you get. And you can add it to a roller. Can you get him? And the cat The cat's gonna knock everything over here. So anyway, sorry. You can add the roller fitment. So a roller fitment comes in the starter kit that you can apply to any of the Young Living bottles. And just keep it in your purse. Take it with you to the grocery store. Have it when you have all your kids at the grocery store with you and you need the stress to go away. It literally does what it says. It has a wonderful smell. It has lime, copaiba, cedarwood, vanilla, lavender. It is an amazing oil. Very, very, very beneficial. It helps relax the body. Apply it wherever you need to. Okay, so it's one of the top emotional oils. Nietzsche Red is a supplement that Young Living has. And I don't have a packet to show you because I've given them all away. But there are 2 packets that come in the starter kit. And you can pop these in the fridge as soon as your kid arrives. And Gary traveled to the Nietzsche province of China in his search for cultures with populations that had the highest number of people over 100 years old. This is where he found the wolfberry. They eat them all day long. So they have 300% more antioxidants than anything else that is out there. The drink is a wolfberry puree, and it's supercharged with Young Living citrus oils. It supports healthy eye function, immune system, and a slew of other health benefits. You only need a few ounces a day, and in fact, on the packet it says drink 1 ounce daily. So you can buy it in a bottle, or you can buy it in the little packet, and you only need 1 ounce daily. So, and it's safe for all ages, so you can give it to your children and they're going to love it. You can make Nietzsche popsicles with it. And we really want to see every single person that we teach this about to have Nietzsche in their home, because it is so beneficial to your health. It is your first line of defense in immune support. Okay, so that was a lot, but that's the premium starter kit, and that is exactly how I got started. And this kit, it is what arms you with what you need to go home and start living a toxic-free lifestyle. It also comes with some little bottles to share with your friends or to even take for travel. These little cute bottles right here. Like I said, it comes with a roller fitment to apply to your bottles. It comes with some cards, some information for you. It also comes with a ton of information in here about Young Living's farms, about the different oils that are included in your kit, and the diffuser. Everything I showed you, including the diffuser, is the only thing that Young Living has is 50% off. The only thing. Is only $160 and is over a $300 value. If you bought all of these separate, and the diffuser and the stress away and all of that separate, it's about $324. Plus, by buying the kit, you get a wholesale membership for life. The only thing that you need to do to keep that membership is to spend $50 within the year that you signed up. So if you bought your kit tonight, then that keeps your membership for a year, and then all you would need to do to keep it going is spend $50 in that next year. So it's an awesome, awesome deal, and it gives lifelong benefits. So in closing, let me get real with you for a moment as I wrap up. So I told you how I got started reading labels and just the challenge that I asked you to do, and began removing toxins from my home. And you know, there's lots of reasons that I reach out to my friends and that I teach so much and so passionately about these things. I have seen what the other side of the chemical lifestyle is, and as I have removed these things from my life, I've learned so much about what I was putting in my body, what I was inhaling through candles, through plug-ins, through cleaners, And I hope by taking all of this out of my life and replacing it with essential oils that, I will live a more healthy, vibrant life and not have all these toxins trapped up in my body. So that's why I'm so passionate about sharing this with you. I want you to know that too. I want you to know and be empowered by knowledge about what's going in and on your bodies of you and your children and those you love and all of that each and every day. The number 2 cause of death in the U.S. is cancer. Every single day, 1,620 people die of cancer. 1 in 3 of those cases are linked to poor diet, physical inactivity, weight, and chemical exposure. The American Cancer Society says that only 5 to 10% of all cancer cases are gene defects. So 5 to 10% of cancer causes are what you were born with. So 90 to 95% of all other cancers are from our environment and can be controlled. That is shocking. It's in what we are eating and what we are allowing in our homes. 20 seconds after exposure, chemicals are found in measurable amounts in the human body. That is just stunning to me. Okay, so do you want to know what the top most dangerous chemicals in your home are? Air fresheners, number 1. Candles, plug-ins, room sprays, they are linked to asthma and endocrine disruptions, mood changes, and many of them contain formaldehyde, what you are embalmed with when you die at the morgue, okay? We do not want to be breathing that in. Number 2 is cleaning supplies. So what are you using in your home? Windex, all-purpose sprays, Lysol, all of these things, they are so bad for you. And even many of the natural ones that you can find in the natural section at your store still contain chemicals that are not good for you. Number 3, drain and oven cleaners. Number 4, furniture polish. Number 5, dishwasher soap. Okay, so this is stunning. I learned that if you put the dish soap in your dishwasher that has all these chemicals in it, and then your dishwasher gets really hot, it can cause these chemicals to form into other chemicals, and then these end up on your food and on your plates that you put your food on. That is really, really scary. And another thing with dryer sheets, kind of the same thing happens there. You put the dryer sheet in your dryer and there's so many chemicals in there that are bad for you. It forms gases and all kind of things in your dryer. And then you wear these clothes on your body. It goes in through your pores, ends up in your system. And like I said before, your body can't metabolize all of those chemicals. It will store them. And then a lot of times that just ends up in cancer, or different things. Not always cancer, but a lot of times. Number 6, dish soap. So that blue dish soap that a lot of you use to cut grease, it's not good for you. And there are a lot of chemicals in there that aren't good for you. There is a Thieves dish soap that cuts grease amazingly well. It works really, really well. Or you can get a unscented dish soap and add essential oils to it. Works amazingly well as too. Number 7, beauty supplies, hairspray, gel, shampoo, conditioner, and deodorant. Okay, so remember, these are some of the top most dangerous chemicals in your home. Laundry detergent, dryer sheets, and fabric softener. We wash our clothes and pollutants in our family home, and then it sits on your skin, our body's largest organ. Your body has so many pores that is just seeping into. This info is straight from the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, and most of these contain the number 1 causing chemical in the U.S., and that is formaldehyde. What happens when our bodies are chemically overloaded? You may see it in something as catastrophic as cancer, but most of us feel it in other ways. Lethargy, or just extreme tiredness, inability to focus, sleep trouble, chronic inflammation, unexplained pain, skin issues, adult acne. There are a ton more I could cover, from Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease being linked to aluminum, and that is found in your deodorant. ADD and ADHD numbers continue to rise, and there, are startling reasons for that, and the list goes on and on. When I first learned about essential oils, I got my starter kit and began right where you are, most likely not even knowing where to begin. So I took this chemical-free living one step at a time, one day at a time, removing one chemical at a time, because I know when you think about it, it can be very overwhelming. If you go tonight and look in your cabinets like I asked you to and turn over some of those bottles, it can be overwhelming. I mean, we've used some of this stuff our whole life and we never knew any different. So don't be overwhelmed. I'm still in process. I still have some things that I need to remove from my life that are toxic to me, but I'm taking it one step at a time and finding things that I love to replace it with, and doing away with the old. And it's so freeing to know that what you're putting on your body, like your deodorant or whatever, that it is not going to cause problems for you. You can do this. You can say no more. You can say that I will not allow these things in my home. You can't control everything that you're exposed to outside of your home. You have no control over that. But you are the gatekeeper of your home. Okay? And what do you allow around you and your family? So, you can learn alongside our team. We have a huge team that is ready to embrace you with open arms and help you learn. That's one of the things I found with Young Living was that I didn't have to sit around and not know how to use my oils, because they were going to embrace me, and so many people were going to help me and support me. We have a Facebook group that when you buy your starter kit, you can join, you can ask questions, you can post, you can read our posts daily that we post in there. And then me, I am personally here for you to help you on this journey. That's my job, and I love what I do, and I love being able to help people to find this more free, healthier lifestyle and to remove toxins is what I love. So how do you get started? I'm going to post a link in the comments below. And all you have to do is click on that link and you choose your diffuser. There are different diffuser options. This is the home diffuser, which I love. It does take distilled water. The Dewdrop, which is the same price as this one, takes tap water, so that's super simple. If you want, to not forget your distilled water at the store, and then, like I do, and not be able to use your diffuser until you get some more. So there is a few other diffuser options too. And then your kit will be right on its way, and you will fall in love, I promise, just like I did. There's an incredibly rewarding program called Essential Rewards that I encourage everyone to get on. You never have to. There's no pressure. But it's like a wellness box that is delivered to your door each month with oils and products you choose. Okay, so and the minimum amount is $50 per month. So say you want to switch out your toxic cleaning products, I have some graphics that can help you with that. So if you wanted to buy your kit and get right on Essential Rewards and say, I'm ready to get these toxic chemicals out of my life, I have some graphics I can share with you. For $50 a month, you can remove in 3 months a lot of the toxic chemicals in your home. So you can just let me know and I can share that with you. So you save 10 to 25% off the things that you're going to need anyway, like your household cleaners, soaps, laundry detergent. And you get, you do save this way, but the way you save is you get 10 to 25% back. So when you join the program, the first 3 months you get 10% back, and then it just grows from there. So when you purchase, you get points in your virtual office to where you go order and you can get free products. So they're really rewarding you for buying products that you need and use every day anyway. So I don't know of anyone else that does that. So this is the best place to start, and this is an optional program, but I highly recommend it. I've been on it for about a year and a half, so I've gotten lots of free products. They give you free products in the mail just for being on it. They'll send you a bottle of oil for free after 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, and then so you just get free things. So what do you do when your box arrives? You start small and you start slow, and you start with what you feel convicted on. So as you go look in your home and you see things that you know you need to replace, start there. Start simple. Start with your first, your biggest offenders. Okay, these are big. Your candles, your air fresheners, your plug-ins, and replace them with your diffusers and oils. That is a great place to start. It's all about baby steps. Take it 1 month at a time, swapping out one thing at a time. This is something you need to take seriously. I'm just begging you to take this seriously. No one is watching your home but you. There are so many things we can prevent just by getting rid of the things in our homes that are wreaking havoc on our health. Every oil you use is a chemical you're not using. So you now have survived the Essential Oils 101 class, and I thank all of you for joining. That was a lot of information. I'm going to stop this video in a second, and I'm going to go and post my link in the comments if you're ready to get started. But I'm going to also create another post in this event, and it's going to be a question and answer time. So if you have questions, please come there and ask me, and I will do my best to answer you or find the answers that you need. And just know that I'm here for support for you. That is what I'm passionate about. That is what I love doing, and I would love to help you start this journey and get those nasty chemicals out of your home and start to support your wellness in ways that you never thought possible. So just let me know. You guys, thanks so much for joining and taking your time out to check this out tonight. It really blesses me. Have a good night.